God help me. I can't get "All I Want for Christmas Is You" out of my head. Just the beginning part where the music ramps up and she starts singing and it just keeps looping and I cannot get it out of my head. And I think it's possible that I may go insane and that this may be the last Christmas season I endure with a safe and whole mind. You may find me in some asylum, perhaps down Old Arkham Way next year, scratching at the walls of my cage, shrieking about Christmas. But seriously though, it's everywhere. It's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on TV, it's Netflix trying to make me watch their terrible Christmas specials. I can't escape. But it's almost over. It's almost time to escape the holiday season, and I couldn't be more pleased. Very little annoys me more than feeling like I'm being manipulated into feeling something. Now, I gotta tell you, I am the kind of person, you may not know this, you may not think this looking at me based on what you know, but I will readily tear up. I will become choked up with emotion that I recognize is not my own when I'm at the movies. For example, pretty much every Marvel movie that I have ever watched, there has been that moment. You know the moment I'm talking about, where the heroes seem like they're not gonna make it, and then something changes, and now they're gonna make it, and they're gonna win, and something's gonna happen, and the music is swelling, and the screen is enormous, and everything about that moment is engineered to make you feel an abundance of emotion. And when I feel my eyes well up and I feel my breath catch in my throat, I hate both myself and the Montebanks who have created this film to manipulate me. It drives me crazy. I seriously, I can't handle it. But it happens every goddamn time. It'll happen at commercials. It'll happen at movies. I teared up watching some horseshit on the plane on the way back from Hawaii. And it's funny because I'm not a, I don't want to say I'm not an emotional person. I'm a person that's pretty in touch with and connected to my emotions, but I don't have them in a super strong, intense way most of the time. But maybe that's why I like going to the movies. Maybe there is something about being emotionally manipulated that while my logical brain sees it happening and hates it, maybe some backwards part of my lizard brain is like, yay, feelings. Christmas. Stop it. So yeah, it's Christmas Eve now, and I just finished what I would consider to be kind of like my work day. I know a lot of people are not working today. It's Christmas Eve, tomorrow's Christmas. I'm working both days because honestly, I don't have anything else to do. I'm not. I don't have relatives here. I don't have friends in Vancouver celebrating. My closest friends in Vancouver are in Mexico right now, so they're gone. And so for me, it's get up in the morning and make myself breakfast and do some streams and do some writing and make a vlog and hang out kind of day. Honestly, the most exciting thing that's going to happen to me today is that part 2 of this season of Terrace House came out, and I cannot wait to watch it. So I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm going to watch a few episodes of Terrace House. That's my Christmas Eve plans. Now, in past years, Blue Jay and I have done a Christmas stream. We put that Star Destroyer together a couple of years ago. That was really fun. I'll watch Home Alone. I'll watch Die Hard. I like Christmas movies sometimes. But the way everything shook out this year, I kind of feel like Christmas is already over. The holidays have sort of come and gone for me. I don't have any New Year's plans. So it's basically just kind of taking advantage of some downtime. Like today, we would normally have had Court of Swords, but since we didn't, I used that time to write, right? To finish up a project. I closed off the 10,000 words I was working on. So I'll be able to get that project reviewed and in a little bit early, which I feel pretty good about. And I got to play Magic the Gathering today. I got to play a little Arena, which I've really been enjoying. I know if you're just a YouTube viewer, you probably don't get to see much of that because it's the kind of game that I play on stream and I don't really highlight or move over to YouTube much. But I played a bit of that. I'm probably going to play some more this week. I really enjoyed it. And we did an episode of Hot for Teacher this morning, which was really nice. And it got me thinking, and I've kind of been thinking about this a lot lately, that really the reason that I do Hot for Teacher is to keep my brain kind of fresh, right? Keep me thinking about relationships in a new way. Um, to the same degree, Office Hours does that a bit with RPGs, but I find that with Hot for Teacher, people are consistently surprising me with the things that are going on in their life. People have anxieties and questions and conundrums and quandaries, and when they bring them to me, it gets me thinking about like, how would I solve this? What would I do if I was in that position? And I don't know, there's something so important to me about kind of analyzing what I assume, analyzing what I believe. I try not to go into answering those questions with any amount of like authority and more like, how would I advise a friend? You know, I always preface it with like, I'm not a therapist, go get one. You know, I'm not a sociologist. Can you get those? Is there a place where you can? I'm not an expert on these things, but I have had relationships and I do think about them a lot. And I like to think of myself as a person with empathy and thoughts about this stuff. And so hopefully it's of use to you. But to me, Hot for Teacher is just a nice way to get my brain going. So that was a great start to the day. I felt really good about that. I've been thinking about my relationships and other people's relationships with each other pretty much all day. And if you know me, you know that's a topic that I enjoy. So that was a good way to start the day. Play a little bit of game, do some writing, and I had bibimbap for dinner. Very traditional Christmas meal. I have to say, if I was pressed, gochujang might be my favorite flavor of anything. If you've never had it, like a really good stone bowl bibimbap is just like, it's amazing. It's such a good meal. I always feel like so like hearty and kind of round when I finish one. So that's what I had for dinner, and now I'm just kind of kicking it for the rest of the evening until it's time to watch Terrace House. So yeah, I don't know. I've felt a little bit guilty about these last couple of vlogs because honestly, like, there's no guest. I don't have Blue Jay to bounce ideas off of. I'm not out somewhere exciting like Hawaii or Missouri. I'm just here in my room with my camera and talking to you. But I guess that's okay too. I have to kind of get over the idea that I'm not a vlogger. I'm not like trying to make exciting content out of everything. I just am chatting with you. So that's a hurdle I am attempting to get over. I feel a lot better today than I have in the last couple of days. I think I'm sort of coming out of whatever weird funk I was in at the end of the weekend, and hopefully this trend will continue on. Now, a lot of people are ending their Vlogmas run here, right? That it is the 1st of December right up till Christmas. But my intention, as with last year, is to carry it through to the 1st of January, right? Finish out the month, do the whole month of vlogs. So if you were worried that this was going to be the last one, fear not, because it ain't, and we're gonna keep doing them. Now, I don't know. I don't have a lot of like big exciting plans. I've got the day off on Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go out into the world if it's not horrifically rainy or shitty out. I might go out and find something to film. There's a lot of commerce that goes on that day, so I don't know. I just wanted to take a day off, and I didn't want to take Christmas off, and so that was the one. So I don't know. Maybe we'll find something to show you. I'll go wander around the world, and then I don't really have any plans between here and there. So you may get a few more vlogs like this. I don't really know. I don't have a lot of plans. It would be cool to do a few more that are a bit like topically focused. I know I've been kind of rambling this vlog, especially in the ones before it. So maybe I'll make a list of things I want to talk about. I know a lot of you wanted me to talk about like my tattoos, but that's very hard to do when I'm shooting myself and they're kind of all over me. And also, you know, they're under my clothes. So that's a little more difficult to do. People wanted me to talk a little bit more in depth about like how I feel about what I've been thinking about kind of relationship stuff. People were interested in my feelings about philosophy. So that's another option. So we've got a few more topics to cover between now and the end of the month. So I'll probably make a little list of those in the next couple of days and put them together. My Christmas day, which will be the day that you're watching this, I have an episode of Jace Bellerin Must Die, which I think will be great. I think TK is not going to make it, but everyone else in the cast will be there. So we're all going to hang out and shoot the shit and see if anybody shows up at 9 a.m. on Christmas morning to watch a Twitch stream. But you know what? If you're like me, you're probably going to be looking for things to do over the holidays. So come on by and check that out. And then after that, I'm going to hang out with my Twitch chat audience. We're going to do another episode of Ironsworn. And then I'll probably make a concerted effort to polish off the last chapter of my writing project so that I can move on to the next writing project. I'm really hoping that by the end of the month, I'll have, maybe it'll be the last video. I'll have a couple of new things to announce, both for my channel, my Twitch channel, and this YouTube channel, and then also some other stuff that's coming in the new year. So keep an eye out for that. This, I guess, is my announcement of an announcement of an announcement, but I'm dying to tell you. And I have one thing I'm thinking of that I should be able to talk about by the end of the month. And I have a meeting about that on the 30th. So keep an eye out for it. I think that'll do it for this Christmas Eve vlog. I hope that wherever you find yourself this Christmas morning, I hope you remember to hail Satan, because Jesus gets altogether too much attention in this time of year. We must remember our goat-legged overlord. All right, that's it. I'm done. And we'll see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Or whatever. Bye.